Hello to all talented designers and dear artists of the Ladybirdesigner channel. Welcome to another incredibly practical and exciting video. Today, we're going to dive into the pattern making for this exquisite and beautiful dress model, where elegance and beauty are paramount in its design. In this comprehensive tutorial, I'll teach you the complete pattern for this dress from A to Z, with all its details. From its special bodice cuts and flattering skirt to its unique sleeve designs. So, if you're ready to sew this chic design for yourself or your clients with our step-by-step instructions and elevate your pattern-making skills to their peak, let's get started. Alright dear companions, to begin, I've made one copy of the basic bodice pattern. The tutorial is in the description. Now, to design and open up this particular neckline style, we mark 3 to 7 centimeters from the shoulder line. Additionally, we can go down 1 to 3 centimeters from the neckline depth and mark that point to define the desired neckline depth. And an important tip, always remember that the first 1 to 2 centimeters of our neckline depth design must be drawn perpendicularly using a square ruler so that the neckline lies perfectly clean and well-shaped at the center front. Now it's time to design our armhole princess seam. To do this, we come down 8 to 12 centimeters from the outer edge of the shoulder and mark that point. Then, from there, we connect it with a straight line to the bust point. Now, we divide the line we connected to the bust point in half. From that midpoint, we go up 1 to 2 centimeters and design the armhole princess seam with a soft curve. Remember, the softer the curve, the less likely the seam is to gap. A technical tip, when designing this part of the armhole, be sure to draw the first 1 or 2 centimeters straight and perpendicular using a square ruler. This ensures that the beginning of the armhole is perfectly clean and without any kinks. After that, we gently redesign the armhole curve the rest of the armhole's curve. A very crucial tip for the open neckline, be sure to take an ease of 0.5 or 0.7 millimeters on the shoulder line. Since this neckline is designed to be very open, this ease ensures that the neckline does not gape at the shoulder and sits perfectly clean and flat on the body. Now it's time to design the neckline facing. To do this, mark 4 to 6 centimeters from the shoulder line and the neckline depth or the edge of the neckline, and connect these points to create the facing pattern. This facing is used to neatly finish the edges of the neckline. Now, to determine the length of our garment, we first mark your desired length. I provided the length measurements for this specific design in the description, but you can approach this part entirely to your taste and design it to any length you prefer, as it's completely a matter of personal preference. Now, to design the twin pleats, we first draw a guideline. Then, we tape or place pattern piece number 1 onto this line. From the end of piece number 1, we mark 16 or 24 centimeters to create the necessary space for the twin pleats. For this design, I marked 24 centimeters. After marking, we tape or place pattern piece number 2 next to this point. Now, we divide this 24 centimeter space that we allocated for the twin pleats by 4. This division helps us pinpoint the exact placement of the folds for the twin pleats. In this section, we need to fold the lines we've drawn for the pleats to form our pleat. First, I'm going to fold these two sections exactly as you see in the video. This ensures the pleats are placed precisely and neatly. An important tip for sewing: for all these folding and shaping steps for the pleats, you must use an iron to ensure the lines are perfectly sharp and permanent, and that the pleats have a beautiful drape. Now we need to fold these two outer side lines towards the center line of the pleat. This will fully form the twin pleat, which will eventually be stitched in the middle. If you also love clean and well-shaped pleats, be sure to like the video. By the way, what was the most difficult pattern-making step in this design neckline, cut, or pleat for you? Leave a comment so we can solve it together. To design the back pattern, I first made one copy of the basic back pattern. Now, to design the neckline, we align the front pattern piece with the back pattern piece at the waistline, which allows us to accurately mark the front necklines opening directly onto the back pattern and then go up to 2 centimeters from this mark. We also open up the back shoulder line, just like the front pattern, and due to the very open neckline, we must take an ease of 0.5 to 0.7 millimeters on the back shoulder line as well to prevent the neckline from gaping at the back shoulder area, ensuring both the front and back necklines are perfectly matched and set beautifully. Now it's time to design the back facing of the garment. We design this facing exactly like the front facing so that they are perfectly matched and harmonious. Now, at this very stage, we mark the zipper placement. For a 50 centimeter zipper, you can come down 45 to 48 centimeters and mark that point. Choosing this range gives you sufficient space and the necessary flexibility for zipper insertion. Now it's time to design the back skirt. This part is designed exactly like the front skirt, so I won't give any further explanation and will start the design. Before moving to the next step, if you like this design, like the video. For the next video, which dress model would you like me to teach pattern making for? Let me know so I can prepare it. So, as you saw, our garment's armhole circumference bodice armhole was 48 centimeters. According to the sleeve design tutorial I previously provided, the sleeve itself should be 3 centimeters larger than this measurement, meaning 51 centimeters, to allow sufficient ease for movement in the sleeve cap area. To design the sleeve, we first make one copy of the basic sleeve pattern, considering the desired length. Here, for this design, I have taken 40 centimeters for the sleeve length. Currently, my sleeve pattern's cap circumference is 49 centimeters. To increase it by the necessary 3 centimeters, we add 2 centimeters 1 centimeter on each side to the underarm seams of the sleeve. This will bring the total measurement to exactly 51 centimeters, ensuring it perfectly matches the garment's armhole. In this section, you can mark your desired wrist circumference. For this design, I will add 1.5 centimeters to each side of the wrist and redraw the side seam of the sleeve. This makes the sleeve cuff slightly looser and more comfortable. Alright dear Ladybird designer companions, we've reached the end of today's tutorial. I hope these tips have made pattern making for this beautiful design easy and enjoyable for you. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss future tutorials. Got questions or experience with this design? I'm waiting for you in the comments. Until the next video, be creative and shine.